Welcome. If I could please ask everyone to please turn off your cell phone ringers. Thank you. First, I'd like to begin by welcoming everyone and thanking each and every one of you for being here on this most happy of days. It's no accident that each of you are here today. Each of you were invited because you represent someone important to the individual and collective lives of Hang and Albert. I truly can't think of a better venue than the Arizona Biltmore for an occasion that I know is not only monumental for the wedded couple to be, but for all of us who are lucky to know and love them as individuals, but even more so as a perfect pairing. The most remarkable moment in life is when you meet the person who makes you feel complete, the person who makes the world a beautiful and magical place, the person to share a bond so special that it transcends normal relationships and becomes something so pure and wonderful that you can't imagine spending another day of your life without them. I would like to share an extract from Captain Corelli's Mandolin by Louis de Bernier. Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like an earthquake and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have become so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Love is not breathlessness, not excitement, not the promulgation of promises of eternal passion. That is being in love, which any of us can convince ourselves we are. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away. And this is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground. And when all the pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, they find they are one tree and not two. I know how deeply these two care and love one another. And I feel privileged to be here today among all of you as a witness of their commitment to a lifetime of love for one another. As a third-party spectator to their developing love, it was extremely clear that the two of them represent a perfect pairing because each of them complements the other so well. They balance one another, and while each of them are tremendous on their own, together they are even better. And being better together led us to being here today, witnessing their commitment to one another in front of those they love most. And so, without further ado, I would like to invite Albert to read his vows to Hang.
Today is about family. The family that I was born into, the family that I have chosen, and the family that I'm about to start. Being an only child with most of my extended family in Korea, I only had my parents at home growing up. You were the family that I was born into, and I want to thank you for raising me to be the person that I am today. Because I was an only child, my friends were my brothers and sisters. You are the family that I have chosen, and I want to thank you for being such a happy part of my life. I'm so grateful to have such an amazing family and to be able to share this amazing day with y'all today. Today, I get to start my new family with Hang, the one I love and care for above anyone else. She makes me so happy and cares for me so much. It is no surprise that her love language is acts of service. Actually, acts of service are both of our love languages, but she really puts me to shame in this category. We've told each other that the only thing that we're allowed to fight about is who gets to take care of whom. I consider myself a competitive guy, but I can't seem to keep up with her. Something that you regularly hear in our household is me complaining that it's not fair that she gets to do it, that I want to be the one to take care of her this time. My favorite example of how much she cares for me is actually something I haven't told her yet until now. I've been keeping this to myself because I'm already losing to her while she's coasting on beginner mode. I'm afraid that I'm truly going to have no chance once she realizes that I know some of her secrets now. She doesn't think that I know which foods she likes best. When we go out to eat, we typically get one of each different entree so that we get to share and try both. I know which one she likes better because that is the one that ends up more on my plate. If she likes her own entree better than mine, I'll notice that she shovels more and more of it onto my plate because she wants me to have the better dish. That's Hang. She also makes me so happy. If you looked at me on paper before meeting her, you would think that I was living a pretty sweet life. After too many years of training, I was finally starting my dream job. I bought my first home. I was traveling a ton. Even then, I'm so much happier now with her than I ever was before. You can imagine that our travel destinations together during the pandemic was not nearly as glamorous as Japan, Banff, and Hawaii. Yet, spending time with her meant more to me than any place we had been to. In fact, when we were first dating, I was on a pre-planned trip with some friends at Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. But without her, even though I was having so much fun nerding out at all the Star Wars attractions, all I could think about was going on my next date with Hang when I got back home. With her, it doesn't matter whether I'm enjoying a top 1% moment together, such as hiking Yosemite together on a perfect spring day, or taking it easy on a lazy Sunday afternoon and spending time together for the other 99%. All that matters is that we are together. She makes me so happy just being with her. Compared to the times that I'm not with her, any moment with her is a 1% moment. And I know how lucky I am, and I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together. You take such good care of me and make me so happy. I promise to spend the rest of our lives making sure that I take care of as good a care of you as you do to me, and I make you as happy as you make me. It may sound cliche, and it may be easy to say, but I truly mean it when I say that I will be spending every moment from now on making sure that I take care of you and make you happy. My favorite thing about you is your smile, because I know for at least for one moment, I have succeeded. I really like the quote, "Don't count the seconds together, and don't count the moments together either. Make the moments count." You actually hate what is my favorite picture of you. We were at Angry Crab for dinner after having gone swimming, so she had no makeup on, she had damp, frizzy hair from the chlorine, and little bits of crab meat everywhere on your bib. But You had the biggest smile on your face, and that's what makes the picture so perfect. I promise to spend the rest of our lives together finding more moments like that.
Thank you, Albert. Now I'd like to invite Hang to read her vows to Albert.
안녕하세요, 오빠. I am so grateful to be standing next to you today. I had no idea that you would be my future husband when we first met. All I knew was that you were special. When we became friends, I got to know you and truly appreciated you as a person. You're smart, talented, funny. Above all, you're incredibly driven and hardworking while carrying yourself with such humility and kindness. I remember giving you a ride to the airport once and later finding out it was because you were teaching at Stanford for a few days. I also remember falling off a chair when your friend raved about you being a big deal at work. I was teaching you process improvement concepts just days before to impress your boss. Whether we were working on projects to improve patient care, grabbing Sunday brunch, or hiking Piesta Peak, I was happy befriending someone I admire and enjoy spending time with. Then everything changed when you came to my birthday party. We got a second chance thanks to the wisdom of the crowd. On our first date, I asked you what you were looking forward to, and you said companionship. I burst out laughing and responded, "We're not 85. We're gonna have fun too." And that was the beginning and the end. You fell in love really hard, really fast. Well, I took my sweet old time. I wanted to be intentional about cherishing every aspect of our new relationship. I believe getting to know someone as a life partner requires a different level of appreciation than friendship. During the 6 months of you saying, "I love you," and only getting "thank you" back, you were very patient and honest with me. You waited around another year for me to be ready for an engagement. Perhaps you knew all along this was worth waiting for. Dating my best friend was awesome. We had the time of our life traveling, going around town on dates, and gathering with friends. But those activities were short-lived because the pandemic took us by storm. In the months following, I was a pile of tears. One by one, I was losing things that I cared about most. Connections with loved ones, close friends, a fantastic Silicon Valley job, and more. But you were there supporting my fall and accepting me at my lowest. They say you know when you know, and for me, there were 3 distinct moments when I knew it was you. The first moment was on an especially trying week. I was quiet, poised, trying to be cheerful, optimistic, and determined for others. One evening, you looked at me and said, "You don't have to keep your composure with me." I stared at you in amazement because you're the only person who's ever said that to me. You saw through my uplifting positivity, something I carried most of my life. I full-on ugly cried on your shirt, an outpour of tears, snot, sorrow, and pain all at once. I felt you empathized for me and you understood me. I am proud of who I am when I'm with you. I'm more authentic, brave, and a kinder version of myself. Another moment was when I had a heat stroke. We stayed at one of the ritziest resorts in Arizona, but I fainted coming back from time in the sun. When I opened my eyes from the blackout, I saw your face. It was like being lost at sea and finally seeing land. Fainting is a scary experience, but I knew I was going to be safe and secure with you there. Instead of enjoying the luxurious amenities just outside the door, you stayed in our room, feeding me takeout soup and kept me company. I knew then that I could trust you with my heart and my life. The third moment was before our engagement. You drove across town every day for a month to go on a walk with me at the park. We talked about love, marriage, and the dreams of the life we would build together. I even persuaded you to live abroad with me one day. By the end, the only question I had left was, how long can I tickle you for? It's my favorite hobby in the whole world because I get to make you laugh and smile. And when you laugh and smile, I laugh and smile too. But our engagement was an inflection point for me to grow as your life partner. I knew a wedding is just a day, but a marriage is a lifetime. I love you so much and want to be your most amazing wife. With that purpose in mind, I invested in learning about happy, healthy marriages. I read books, I followed think tanks, I interviewed women in strong marriages ranging from 10 to 50 years, and reflected on my own mistakes that I didn't want to repeat. As a result, I learned to nurture one thing to be your incredible partner: patience. While this quality isn't easy to cultivate, I know it will make me a better wife and, equally important, a better person. Dating was an exciting phase in our life. Then I realized being engaged allowed 100 other little moments for me to fall in love with you. When you eat my leftovers, skip your shows to read with me, drive us on spontaneous day trips, learn new recipes to cook for me, and make time to be my workout buddy. Or to do all the heavy, dirty, stinky, sticky, and annoying chores so I don't have to. I feel confident we can do anything and everything together, whether it is the 99% or the 1%. From gardening in the backyard, going for long afternoon walks, or working late to meet a deadline, to dining at five-star hotel restaurants and dancing together at charity galas, or even savoring majestic landscapes around the world. I can just imagine what a wonderful life we'll have together. I am inspired by your unconditional and spacious love. It is so vast, like the stars and the sky. I wish I could promise you 1,000 things, but today, in front of our family and dearest friends, I vow and commit to one. I promise you a lifetime of partnership. I will be by your side until the end of my time. I'll share my joys and cheer with you, be compassionate towards your stress and suffering, and take care of you and listen to you. I will do everything I can to promote our marriage resiliency and our individual mental, emotional, and physical health. When things get tough, you can turn to me for support and empowerment. We can lean on each other's strengths to create the family and life of our hopes and dreams. No matter how big or small the decision, we will make them together. We will overcome every challenge and achieve any goal in front of us. I'm so excited to go on this journey with you and experience our love grow stronger over time. Saranghiya Oppa.
Those were beautiful vows. Wow. Hang and Albert will now exchange rings as a symbol of love and commitment to each other. Albert chose a diamond band for Hang to represent their love shining bright in their lives. Hang chose a green jade band for Albert to represent the beauty of their love over time. just as jade glows the more you wear it. The rings are made precious by you wearing them. Your wedding rings are special. They enhance who you are. They mark the beginning of your long journey together. A circle, a symbol of love never ending. It is the seal of the vows you have just taken to love each other without end. Albert, could you please place the ring on Hang's left hand and repeat after me? As a sign of my love,
As a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you
that I have chosen you
above all else.
above all else.
With this ring, our hands,
With this ring, our hands,
like our lives, are joined forever.
like our lives, are joined forever.
And Hang, would you please place the ring on Albert's left hand and repeat after me? As a sign of my love,
As a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you
that I have chosen you
above all else.
above all else.
With this ring, our hands,
With this ring, our hands,
like our lives, are joined forever.
like our lives, are joined forever.
To make your relationship work will take love, so continue to date each other. Take time to show each other that your love and marriage grow stronger with time. It will take trust to know that in your hearts, you truly want what is best for each other. Although I think that's very evident. It will take dedication to stay open to one another, to learn and grow together. Loyalty to go forward together without knowing exactly what the future brings. And it will take commitment to hold true to the journey you have both pledged today so beautifully. I would like to read an excerpt from De Imitatio Christi. Love often knows no limits, but overflows all bounds. Love feels no burden, thinks nothing of troubles, attempts more than it is able. And love does not plead impossibility, because it believes that it may and can do all things. For this reason, it is able to do all, performing and effecting much, where he who does not love fails and falls. It is my tremendous honor and delight to declare you married. Go forth and live each day to the fullest. And please seal this declaration with a kiss. I am so pleased to present the newlyweds, Hang and Albert Rowe.